Dirty ass fucking screen. But yet again, we find ourselves facing another pile of shit fucking era. Because all the badass dude gangsters in California and whatever the fuck just want to go and hunt down the people who told them to turn their fucking lights on the fucking highway so they wouldn't get a ticket from the police because we cared about you. Hey, you gonna kill him off? Oh, good job, you idiot. Because Anthony Fauci's still alive. George Bush, George Soros, David Rockefeller, all these same fucking evil targets the whole fucking time. They're still alive. And, you know, I know they're hiding out in their bunkers until finally they come out, you know, in some secret way to some public Stonehenge-looking ass place with George Bush, Obama, and Anthony Fauci saying, these vaccinations are really good for you, and you should definitely get them. We're giving it to you, this vaccination we have had patented for at least 10 years now. We waited a year and a half to give it to you so that the whole world would be terrified of this stuff, and so that it wouldn't be 4 years in about when another person would make an actual vaccination so that they would inject them with their potentially clean, you know, some noted side effects because it's a real vaccination. There might be some side effects, but no, your government just told you it was safe. Gave it to you for free, told you it was safe, said you're going to get fired from your fucking job if you don't take it. Does it have to be 100% of the population? No, there's an equation. It's about like 75, 80% of the population that only needs to get injected by vaccination to dismantle the fucking virus. So for them to be firing anyone for not getting a freaking COVID shot is ridiculous. And then nowadays we got this whole fucking, you know, Anthony Fauci social media sympathy from his overlord fucking brothers, because he's scared he's about to get punished for his crimes against humanity, and so he's getting his Zuckerberg overlords social media brothers to give him all this sympathy nonsense. Social media. If you've been on Facebook in the last 3 days since Anthony Fauci's lawyer was kicked out of the fucking room, you would have noticed all this pro-Fauci sympathy fucking nonsense, and it's driving me insane because there's still so many people, seemingly people, potentially bot accounts showing all this support and sympathy. Oh, Anthony Fauci's my hero. You're fucking retarded. It's crazy how a lobotomized population stands up for the lobotomizer. There must be some type of mind control hijacking going on there. But if you have any integrity, dignity, or honor, your teeth might be grinding right now at the notion.
Not for your coffee, baby.
Was that people snuck attacked me in the face. My face still hasn't recovered. It was like 6 months ago. Like, look, that lip thing, my lip was totally split. Now it's just gonna look like I got like an STD the rest of my fucking life or something. It's hard to fix that shit. My whole neck is messed up with it too, so I gotta like contract my face while I just crack my neck. Random shit. Bro, like, what are all these badass people, all these gangs, all these people who are like really badass lifestyle, all this shit? They obviously must know that this was all bullshit the last 6 fucking years. That they were just melting us with the 5G towers and scapegoating the corona the whole fucking time while they were lobotomizing us with their solutions. You know, next level Hegelian dialectic going on. And, What are the badass people doing? They're still killing each other. They're still killing small targets. Well, you know, if you're so gung-ho about proving how much of a badass you are and how much you don't care about if you die or whatever, why don't you go try to take on a big piece of shit evil target that's fucking up the planet so notably to all us conspiracy theorists, proven to be conspiracy knowers over the last 6.5 years, and anyone who wasn't in the know is still pro Anthony Fauci and all this shit. It's like, you know, it's not necessarily their fault. We don't have to kill them, basically, but like, and we shouldn't. we should try to nurse them back to a proper fucking brain, healthy brain. You know, get your calories in, ladies. 200 to 500 calorie a day diets is destroying your brain. 90% of the calories that get used in your body are by your brain. And so if you can just imagine just a week without proper calories, you're actually brain dead in a sense. Your brain is totally undergoing some serious deterioration. People want to look at their bodies like they look at their brain, or brain like they look at their body. Oh, if I keep it fit and lean, then maybe I'll be able to think better or something. You know, just the next level rationalization for the way that rapists took over all the females' magazines, telling them to make their fucking lips look like a fucking a fucking hemorrhoid infested butthole. No, suck on this bottle, make your lips look like a hemorrhoid infested butthole, and then the men might like you. Get your birth control at 5 years old so that you can start liking the pheromones of weak men before you really figure out what the fuck life is. That could be our little play toy for the rest of your stupid sex slave prone fucking life. Oh, they lobotomize all of us. Anthony Fauci is a Freemason. That's why I see he's probably not going to get any jail time, because they're actually above the law, because the Freemasons wrote the law. And so they made this little exception for themselves. We're above the law. And so even if he does get jail time, they're just going to sneak him out. Like Epstein, who didn't kill himself. He's still alive playing Fortnite with your children in Israel or something. I hate it, bro. I'm so angry, I'm ready to just slash my own throat. You know what I'm fucking saying, bro? That maybe I should be blaming myself for not becoming a psychopath terrorist or something. Or what they would call me for doing what clearly needs to be done. It's, you know, it's not, you know, blowing up a building. They'll just rebuild that shit, you know? You got to change it from the inside to make it so that they don't think to rebuild it. That's when that building's already been destroyed. It's when they realize the dysfunctionality of it. How almost everything in this society, if not all of it, is a band-aid for how they're fucking you in the ass in the first place. For example, you could build your own house within a year freely, you know, if you weren't being charged by your genocidal government to build a house when you were born in the country, lived in the country, you're just a person living here. Citizen, as they say, but that's a legally binding term. But you know, you're compliant, you're a good person, you just want to build your own fucking house. You can do that in a year or less, maybe 2 years by yourself, depending on how big you want it and all this stuff. Get construction in our education, like middle school, high school education, so that we're all able to build our own house by graduating high school. And then from there, for the rest of your life, you don't need to pay rent anymore. Wouldn't that be right there just utopia? Just right there. Instead of spending 60 years to the rest of your fucking life, or until you're 60 or whatever, you can manage to luckily retire by exploiting enough of planned obsolescence and whatever the fuck. Exploiting people, just lying to them. Oh, this product is really what you need. It's $450 useless new tech. You could just get a decent jacket. You'd be fine. No, this heated jacket shit. Like, you ain't going to fucking Everest, bro. Point was, you don't have to spend the rest of your life paying for a house. You can actually build one in like a year. If our government, we can get our government to fuck off about, you know, buying this land, buying it off the Native Americans for like 5 cents for like, what was it, 20% of this land or more? 5 cents? They definitely got one of the Native Americans to agree to that for a bottle of alcohol. $0.05 to buy it off him so he can make it a legal document that we own this because we quote unquote bought it off him, and forced our military to kill them all off, any who resist. Of course they are going to. If they have any balls, if they have any integrity, if they have any dignity, if they have any honor, they're gonna be standing the fuck up for themselves. Like, what the fuck you white men doing coming around and killing us, saying we got to get the fuck out of here? We're trying to live a peaceful life, and we got enough drama in our own fucking lives with our relationships that we really care about way more than a white devil fucking does with his family even. We live in harmony with our environment, and you people just destroy it. And, you know, so they got all these fucking military guys to go and enforce our dominion of the land, that just continues to get in these jarhead fucking wants to kill ass fucking clown bags to go hold a rifle and go out there and be the next fatality while someone gets the shot, you know. And force that up to today. Now we're being charged to build a house. And all you slaves don't realize how ridiculous that notion is. Because building a house is really fucking hard, especially if you're doing it by yourself. So all the effort that would go into that is the payment. These people aren't even utilizing this land. Why am I not allowed to utilize it? Who are they, better than me? Oh no, they exploited a lot of shit in the past. They got a lot of money. Now they're buying this up to make another shell company that they're going to hire a bunch of construction workers to have it done within the year. Oh, all those blueprints and shit. Eh? Oh yeah, that giant shell company with that big neon blue, almost letter R, is wonderful feng shui to this fucking slave society, I'll tell you. Cafe is closed.
Okay. Someone ordered at this address.
Shit. Well, from the cafe?
I don't know.
It could be Papa, Jimmy John's, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, they got all this shit, man, every single day. And it's so annoying seeing all the Anthony Fauci sympathy, social media nonsense going on right now. It's the second he feels like he's about to go to jail and be punished for his crimes against humanity. You know, this social media sympathy for Anthony Fauci, my American hero. It's funny to see how many fucking brain dead lab rat women are coming onto there to be like, oh yeah, it's my hero, oh yeah, getting like 200 fucking likes and shit. Where's the dislike button? Anyways, yeah, really, this is a message. A message today to call out all the badasses out there. I say, what the fuck you been doing, bruh? What you been doing? Killing small time, you know, oh, he had sex with a 17-year-old when he was 19. Bruh, shut the fuck up. I shouldn't even have gone that route, you know, like just killing people for stupid shit when we got people out here lobotomizing the world's population and making all of life a living hell for us, potentially forever, if we don't kill them and make an example out of them for doing this to us. You know, there's too many fucking of you tax collector motherfuckers out there. You don't realize that being a tax collector makes you an enemy of the people. You don't realize supporting Anthony Fauci makes you an enemy of the people. The people who are Anthony Fauci supporters, I wouldn't be surprised or upset really if they started getting killed. I'm not trying to invoke genocide here. I'm just saying, like, if you're supporting Anthony Fauci at this point, you are a fucking joke. It's like, I don't know how many COVID shots and lobotomies and all that stuff that they had to get in order to be, and all the false Kamala Harris news stations, the misinformation campaigns. How do they keep getting all the wrong information when they go online? It's like they got their phones hijacked too or something. They just, all the feeds, all the stuff that pops up in their feed is just literally every single thing that they were told to agree with before. But all the stuff that really pops up in my feed, besides nowadays the last 3 days of pro Anthony Fauci sympathy, oh, he's my hero. All I really see in my feed is stuff that like agrees with my more conspiracy theory mindset. But it's crazy how much they've compartmentalized our fucking lives with our phones. We have access to the internet, and yet somehow we're brought into our own little bubble, into a corner of intellectual fallacies, really. How they're really able to like enforce that through their obvious control of social media. And now, like, we're so divided, and the whole fucking world's population was just lobotomized, and they're still melting us with the 5G microwave and gamma ray radio towers. They're still melting us with microwaves and gamma rays, and the corona is still, all these viruses are still being scapegoated when there's just all these evil people bringing viruses in to get people scared of it. They're saying that they're bringing it in, or like, how delusional about reality can you be where you subjugate yourself to the microscopic, because microscopic particles, what type of power do they have over the trillions of atoms in just this part of your face? Trillions of atoms right here. Microscopic particles. Oh, I'm terrified, bro. Shoot me in the face with the fucking corona, and I'm gonna beat that shit in, like, within 2 days. It's just a slob of black goop nanotech. Just I'm beat it within 2 days. I'm back singing, doing my Rage Against the Machine shit. Potentially within the day. You people, you wait for that illness to take you over so you can get some days off of your slave position. You wait for it to take you over. You got to beat it the second you notice you have something. No spiritual understanding leads people into falling for this stuff. So it's not just even a matter of having been a conspiracy theorist before all this shit. It's having any type of knowledge of the reality you live in, the power of existence itself, the absolute paradox of beingness, like the fact that we're even being is the most absurd philosophical concept available. But we're doing it, and somehow we're going to jump back into the regression of like being scared of stuff. And I don't know how you people do it. A lot of these people that pull off being of the flow and being courageous, sometimes even more than me, but like, and somehow they're so unintellectual. I guess it's sort of just that simple thing of simplicity is easily produced, Oh, my number 2 pencil and my kitty cat and everything we did before we went to the mall. And what about the fact that the whole world's population just got lobotomized and they're all laughing at me? Oh, got another conspiracy theorist. It's 2026, bro. It's the end of the fucking world. It was 6 years ago. That was the end of the fucking world. Fucking still laughing at conspiracy theorists. And all these women never met a good man in their life. They still can't perceive the notion that a psychopath might have a position of power until Trump came along. That guy's crazy. We gotta kill him. Just like all these homeless people that we just need a bigger broom for. I love fascist people. I love fascism, And cops are so biased in their fucking government juice drinking brains that they don't even understand the definition of fascism. It's not that you want a form of government. That's part of it. You want that specific type of fascist fucking government. But there's an agenda behind fascism. There's a fucking agenda that they don't even know that, like, they're not even really picking and choosing what they want that agenda to be. They just end up having these beliefs about life enforced upon them, examples in their life. They thought that person was cool. They started doing that too. Generally, actually, what fascism comes down to, in my opinion, is a lack of capability. If you're lacking capability, you'll be having to make fun of other people around you to try to feel special about yourself. Be having to attack them. Be having to tell them, say, strap your diaper to your face because I'm being a hero by strapping mine to my face, so you do it too, and I'm even a greater hero for telling you to. It's shit that don't make sense, but to their fascist fucking brains, it does because they're fascist. It's like racism, but it's different. You know, and it's like prejudice, but it's different. It's its own thing because, like, the fascism, prejudice, it's like against a specific type of people. You can't say that you can be prejudiced against homeless people because every single homeless person is a different type of person. You could say it conceptually that you can, but like the act of it holds no real merit. It holds no real logic. And it's crazy how much like someone who's a hygiene freak is already at a point of illogic, logic fallacies. What they say from there, because they're a hygiene freak, denies what they're trying to bring to the table because they're a hygiene freak. It's because, you know, like being OCD is not something to brag about. Like it's become like a new trend the last 6 years of all this corona bullshit. Being OCD is not something to brag about. It means you got a mental fucking problem. The only thing I would say I'm OCD about is, it's not bragging, just saying, is paper towels on the bathroom fucking toilet seat, on the bathroom sink handles, and on the bathroom door. Because I don't want fucking E. coli on my hands or on my fucking eyeballs. And people, when they wash their fucking hands. All these dudes the last 6 years, I've been noticing every time I've been in a public bathroom, bro. Every single time. All these pretentious, hygienic pieces of shit. Strapping a diaper to their face, all this stuff. Doing what women were told was the only forced to believe was the only green flag a man could possibly have the last 6 years, strapping a diaper to his face and being schizophrenic about the microscopic particles, the corona, and all the fucking misinformation shit, and just continuously, you know, living by the misinformation. I'm losing my brain right now. Oh, yeah, they never used any paper towels on any urinals, on any bathroom sink things, on any of the inside bathroom door handle, pretending to be OCD hygiene freaks, you know, all this stuff. But they're not, they're just putting it on to try to get laid again. And it was so fucking obvious the whole time in so many different ways. There's so many dudes that should have just whooped their fucking ass on the spot, but I'm not trying to go to fucking jail for another small target. You understand? Small targets. What the fuck you people doing, man? If you're so gung-ho to risk your fucking life doing all your badass shit and your gangs and whatever, man, go for a big target. You got totally outclassed by that fucking clown-ass fucking dude who, he was like the biggest loser at his fucking school-ass motherfucker. And I think he was transgender. And he went and almost assassinated Trump. And I'm not saying, you know, that would have been a good thing or something. I'm just saying, y'all got outclassed because that dude, like, he believed something thoroughly. He went out to, you know, stop it. But all these gang members and shit that they're acting like they're so cool and shit, so badass. They're killing someone who told them to turn their fucking lights on in the on the highway. I didn't want you to get a ticket from the police, bro. I was looking out for you. You gonna kill that motherfucker? Crazy. Yeah, I'm just so surprised that George Soros, David Rockefeller, George Bush, why are they still alive? What the fuck has this country been doing? Anyone who was like a devout 9/11, conspiracy theorists and stuff like that, what have they been doing? Just researching more conspiracy theories, trying to figure out why it's fucking lagging, huh? Fucking lagging. Trying to find more conspiracy theories, to find more conviction and resolve as to why you should do something.
This is Jimmy John's. What was up there? That was the other one.
It's crazy, like this. I think this will be the last thing I'm gonna say because this video is starting to lag like a motherfucker. Anyways, bro, if God could punish me so much for my menial sins, my trivial sins, like just simple, stupid sins, He could punish me so much for that. Why am I not to punish someone ultimately for genociding and lobotomizing the fucking planet? Huh? I can't hear you. I'm sucking dick. I'm out, folks. Have a good day, everyone. I don't really like anyone anymore, but have a very merry ball of figuring out why you're still alive. So I don't know why fucking getting injected by the COVID shots. Fucking having to deal with all these brain dead lab rats now. Like, it's not even a population. It's not even a life. It's not even a world anymore. And I suppose this is the real message, that God, God really wants us to go out of our way, proving how much we care about people, the world, care about things, to be like Jesus and sacrifice our life for something. Because Jesus, he did that for us on saving our souls from damnation level, from saving us from sin. He said, I will die for you. You don't have to do that for me. I will do that for you. But then he also said that dying for what one loves, or dying for the people that one loves, is the ultimate form of love. And, sacrificing for the ones you love, ultimate form of love. And so in these end of the world freaking times, I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you want from me? It's so much. It's too much. I don't want to say something that just messes up someone's life or anything. Just, we really got to figure out why, if we're going to let rapists, genociding, lobotomizers continue to live on this planet, why we would do that. We have to figure at least that out. But yeah, that's about it. I was bullshit on sympathy for Anthony Fauci on social media. Don't pay attention to it. Don't let it get you very angry, but let it get you a lot angry, and use that anger, transform it into passion. Don't be angry at everyone you see. Just transform it into a passion that you will be using so that you will say and speak your mind without needing to be angry to speak your mind. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we need to be angry in order to have spoken our mind at the time, but just do that because now you have a little bit of passion and courage just bolstering your existence. And check out this band called King Crimson, a band called Filter, a band called A Perfect Circle, and a band called Tool. But King Crimson is honestly the king. I know the king. But yeah, I'm taking off. Everyone have a splendid, super Saturday? Saturday. What day is it? Today! Anyway, yes. Game time. I feel retarded now. I keep getting drugged in the eyeball. I should probably get off soon. So, God bless, guys. Explain!